I survived 100 days in the Lion King Minecraft mod, but in hardcore survival. When you combine a great movie with a great game, you get a lot of greatness or something like that. And I'll tell you, this mod is very great. If you were around during the golden eras of YouTube Minecraft, you would have probably seen this mod somewhere. This mod adds a bunch of new animals, but also new enemies, and 2 new bosses. It also adds 3 new dimensions. Finally, I'll be playing this mod in hardcore, which means if I die, my world gets deleted and it's all over. So let's get started. So I started by getting wood. That's pretty obvious. You have to do that in Minecraft. So for some reason I made 6 crafting tables. Why? So I started making my tools like you would in any other series, but the important thing about this Lion King mod is that you need 1 gold ingot to be able to go to the Pridelands. So that was my goal. I found a spot and I started mining. I was getting worried that it might take me like 10 days to get this gold, but then out of nowhere, after mining lapis, I dug a bit down and...
Gold, my dear. Gold.
I found gold on the 2nd day, which was really good. I hit it back up and crafted an iron pickaxe, and then I got the gold. I went back up and now I started smelting my gold. And since I needed armor, I made the best armor piece, the leggings, just in case a lion wanted to kick me in the balls or something. And then my gold ingot was smelted, so the next day I was going to the Pridelands. I was looking very fresh with my new pants. And so I went to sleep. The next morning I woke up and I was headed to the Pridelands. I made a golden axe cause why not, and then I started my journey. It didn't take long for me to find a ticket line station, so I headed there as fast as possible. I got there and then I started talking with the ticket line. Bring me a gold ingot and I will exchange it for a Lion King ticket. We have it right here. Thank you. Use the ticket to open the portal in the room behind me. I got the ticket and it was time to light the portal. Finally, let's go into the Pridelands. I got in and I saw the portal. I was nervous because I didn't know what to expect. And so, without any more waiting, I lighted the portal. It looked amazing, and now it was time to enter the portal. So I got in and it took a while for me to teleport, but then it finally did. We had spawned in a jungle and the first thing I saw were these zebras. It was really cool. Right next to the portal there was this chest that contained a book, so I took it. It was a quest book and it also told me what items were useful, or what were their purpose. And the first thing I did was pet the animals. It's for science, trust me. Then I found this cool mango tree which I chopped down because mangoes are cool. And I only got 1 mango from that tree. While exploring, I finally found the Tree of Life, which is where Rafiki was. And when I got there, this bird was looking at me funny, so I took care of it. The Tree of Life didn't have any stairs, so it took me a while to get up. But eventually, I got up, and the view was great. Rafiki, how you doing, man? Ooh, welcome to the Pridelands. What's that? You like my stick? Well, bring old Rafiki a stack of hyena bones and you can have one for yourself. What the heck? What happened to that stack of hyena bones you promised me? You don't have those hyena bones yet. A cub would do better. Rafiki kind of insulted us there, so I had to push him a bit, but we needed to get him some hyena bones. So I saw this pretty cool mountain and I thought we could build on top of it, so I built a bridge over there and I watched the sunset from over there and it was nice. I didn't want to build at night, so I went to sleep. I woke up day 4 and I started building my house. It's not much, but it's home. While getting materials, this cool Lion King music started playing, which immersed me more into this world. After dancing, I went to sleep. I woke up day 5 and continued working on my house. And I planted some mango saplings. I also needed some meat, so I just convinced these zebras to give me their meat. It was easy. Then I tried 360 no-scoping a zebra and almost died. But day 5, my house was done. Finally, it's complete. And more music started playing, which I danced to and threw zebra meat all over the place. I also watched my second sunset in the Pridelands and went to sleep. The next day I decided that I was gonna go mining. I found this pretty interesting cave and decided to go down. I explored the cave for the majority of day 6 and I found something interesting. It scared me a bit, but it was a hyena dungeon. I had never fought hyenas before, so I was kind of nervous. But this pillar was in the way and didn't let the hyenas go out, so I was basically safe. From day 6 to 9, I basically just spent killing these guys for their bones, since Rafiki needed them. It took a while for them to spawn, and sometimes they didn't even drop bones, so it took a long time. This guy also escaped and attacked me. By day 10, I was out of there. I wanted to get out of there as quickly as possible. So I tried to find my way back home. I also had some nice conversations with the zebras over there. I eventually found my way back home and it felt good to be safe. I cooked up some zebra meat and then placed some trophies of these pesky hyenas. On day 11 I wanted to move my sapling farm, so I decided to move it at the bottom of the mountain. Some mango trees had already grown, which was pretty cool. I woke up day 12 and decided it was time to go mining again. These 1.6 shadows really looked like caves, and they were just very bad shadows. I eventually found a cave and went to explore it. It looked pretty promising, and I was starting to head to the deeper hole, and then, out of nowhere, 3 hyenas pop out. I only had my super strong iron leggings, which weren't gonna do anything in this situation, so I had to fight them with a stone sword. I was able to kill them, but it was my first real hyena encounter, which was scary. The other cave was empty, so I found this other cave, which was way deeper, and so I decided to go explore it. I heard hyena noises everywhere, and they attacked all the time. This time I almost died. And I also almost died here. I was at 1 heart, I had to eat quick. Day 13 through 17 was mining and killing hyenas. That was basically just it. I found a lot of silver ore, which was basically just the iron ore of the Lion King mod. By day 18, I was way deeper into the cave, and this time, I found peacock ore, which was like the diamond ore of the Lion King mod. I mined it quickly and continued mining. On day 18, I was also raided by another pack of 3 hyenas with only 3 hearts. It was super tense. I really thought I was gonna die there. I didn't have any food, so I had to mine to the surface as quickly as possible. And I couldn't get hit by anything. I eventually made it out to the surface and started looking for food. I kindly asked these zebras if they knew where to get food, and they gave me some. I also found this log that would give me bugs that would be useful for Timon and Pumbaa. I also found these weird spiky watermelons, which gave food, so they were useful. And so then I decided to return to the mine. There I found another hyena dungeon, but this time it was making weird noises. I decided to go check it out, and when I took a peek, I saw that there were no hyenas. There were crocodiles. I had found a crocodile dungeon. I decided that I was not gonna go in there with just my super fresh leggings, so I made some armor. I also made my peacock sword, which would help me kill these crocodiles quickly. By day 20, I was ready to fight them. I wasn't gonna go down there and fight them all at once, so I decided to mine through the wall so I could kill them one by one. And they somehow got on top of the wall. It was a super tense situation because one wrong move and I fell in there and died instantly. And they were crazy. If I break the spawner, that would stop them from spawning. So I quickly rushed down when there were only 2 crocodiles and destroyed the spawner. Now that there were no more crocodiles, it was time to get the loot. But before that, if you made it this far, please consider subscribing. This video took over 48 hours to make, so it would really mean a lot. So I collected all the loot, and there was some really good loot in here. So I got all of the important stuff and got out of there. It took me day 21 and day 22 to get out of the cave. And since I took too long trying to get out of the normal way, I decided that I was gonna build up. And so I slowly made my way up. I eventually made it to the top and it felt good to finally see sunlight again. And now I had to find my house, but I had no idea where it was. Then I kindly asked these zebras for directions and they were very nice. The zebra's directions helped and I eventually made it back home, and I immediately went to sleep. Day 24, I started by organizing all my items that I had gotten from the dungeon. I also used this peacock ore that I got from the dungeon to make a staff that would help me enchant my items. When you kill mobs with this staff, they will give you notes, and these notes can be used with enchanting. And then I decided to go find Timon and Pumbaa, which spawned somewhere around the tree. I eventually found them, and they wanted these bugs, and in return they would give me some very useful items. And so I bought a Hakuna Matata crystal, which would revive me just in case I go below 2 hearts, and a new pickaxe. I also trapped Timon and Pumbaa just in case they wanted to wander around and get lost, so I knew all the time where they were if I just trapped them here. I then came back to my house and went to sleep. Day 25, I wanted to test out my new pickaxe called the Tunnel Digger, and it was very useful. It was a great pickaxe. But the thing I didn't realize was that it had durability, and I finished it. That was basically all of day 25. Day 26, I made a bongo drum, which would help me enchant my items. It sounded nice, but if you click it with the staff, you can enchant your items, and I got my sword to sharpness 1. Day 27, I was finally gonna get all of the hyena bones. I just needed a few more. I went on a hyena massacre and killed all of them I could see. Finally, I was enjoying killing hyenas. I got my last bone and it was time to head to Rafiki, but before, I had to go to sleep because I didn't want to get killed. Here you go. If you want one again, bring me another stack of hyena bones. Okay, thank you. I hear Scar has returned to the Pridelands, and he has trapped our king in the Star Realm. Our king in the Star Realm. You must find Scar. So basically, Rafiki just told me I had to go and kill Scar. But before that, I went to get a bunch of notes so I could enchant my items. I got home and I enchanted Rafiki's stick, which only gave me sturdy 2, which I don't know what it is. Day 29 to 33, I basically just prepared for the Scar fight, and I got a bunch of bugs to sell to Timon and Pumbaa, and they gave me a very special item, Pumbaa's flatulence, which is basically like a grenade in Minecraft with Pumbaa's farts. Day 34, it was time for the fight. I heard that he was under the Tree of Life somewhere in a cave, so I headed down there and I saw a name tag. That was definitely Scar, so I had to go down there and take him out. I started to mine down since he was really deep down, and this would just make the whole process faster. But it was so annoying because hyenas kept attacking me while I was doing it. By day 35, I was even closer to Scar, and I could feel it. I got to a part where I couldn't mine anymore, so I had to go lower down without mining. These hyenas were super annoying. reached a part where Scar was 1 block under me. So I mined those blocks and, to my surprise, he was there. And he started attacking me in a weird way. It looked like he was dancing or something. I had to attack Scar from above because if I dropped down there, he would spawn a bunch of hyenas and kill me. I slowly went down, one wrong move, and it could all be over. I reached a point where I could hit Scar, but Scar couldn't hit me. And then, when I saw that I was safe, I started hitting him with Rafiki's stick. It was not an epic PvP battle, but I was safe. He then spawned hyenas, which I killed with Pumbaa's grenade. And then I continued hitting Scar. He got so mad that he set himself on fire. Just a few more hits and I was able to kill him. But then, he attacked me for the first time, but I killed him just before he could kill me. That was the quickest Scar boss fight ever. I want to see Dream try to beat that. He gave me some lion meat and a rug, which was kind of cool. But we had killed Scar and saved the Pridelands. Finally. Then, I mined upwards to escape the mine, but out of nowhere, water started getting out and I thought I would actually drown. I could not believe that I had beaten Scar, but I would die drowning, but I was able to save myself. After a while, I was finally able to get out, and it felt good to be safe and back home. Day 36, I realized the Rafiki had actually messaged us, so I was headed down there. But before that, I placed down the Scar rug, which looked very cool. And so I celebrated on top of Scar. I got back to Rafiki and told him that I had beaten Scar. And then, he busted out this portal, and he told me to go inside and get some termites. I couldn't say no to Rafiki, so I decided to go in there. But before I go in there, I'll have to end this video here. I'm really sorry that it has to end on a cliffhanger, but I just want to see if you guys enjoyed it, and if you want me to continue, I would gladly continue. I also didn't want to make the video very long, so I decided to cut it short to about 20 minutes, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see the next episode, please consider subscribing so you'll be notified when I eventually post the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.